Hello and happy Monday, happy Sunday for you. I guess I was getting my week started off a little bit quicker than I thought. This is Sean Low Rate LaRue, and Jason Baker's stuck in the mountains somewhere. We don't know where that lumberjack is today, but I'm sure he'll be tuning in and helping us out. Lots going on in the mortgage industry right now, and it's really a full-time job to keep up on it, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job so far. We have a lot to talk about today. I've got several things that I want to talk about. I want to talk about specifically like the loan process. I'm going to talk about what steps you're going to go through if you're a first-time home buyer through pre-qualification all the way through funding. So I'm going to be talking about those steps to help you understand and be prepared for getting approved and what to expect throughout the loan process and the escrow process if you're a first-time home buyer, or if you haven't done this in a while, and first-time home buyers are basically to redefine first-time home buyers. A first-time home buyer in today's market is just somebody who hasn't purchased a home in the last 3 years. So if you haven't owned a home in the last 3 years and you want to buy, you actually qualify for the first-time homebuyer tax credit. And if you're a long-time listener, which I hope you are, you've heard us talk about also the new tax credit for the extension just came up about 2 weeks ago. And it's quite a good thing because our first-time homebuyers are getting the extension through April, just have to get the transaction into escrow by April. But also it's a good opportunity right now as well for people who have owned homes for a little while and they want to move up. I was talking a couple weeks ago about a client who's been living in her home for the last 17 years, and she's looking to buy up a new property, and we can actually help her out and get her a $6,500 tax credit. So it's a pretty good deal out there right now to get your tax credits and get into the real estate industry. A couple of announcements. Hey, happy Thanksgiving. We're going into this Thanksgiving holiday season. And, I just want to say thank you. I recently had the opportunity to go home and spend some time with my family. It was my brother's 23rd birthday the other day. And so, Ian, if you're listening, happy birthday. We had a good time hanging out at Dave & Buster's and playing some video games. That was a lot of fun. But I know most of you are going to be traveling this week, and maybe some of you have already started your vacations, passing through Palm Springs area. I've had a recent couple of different experiences where I'm just really, really thankful for the people that are in my life, and really taking my time to value those relationships and appreciate them. We get in the groove of working and trying to get ahead and doing all this stuff, and the holidays come back around, and we really get to weigh what's important to us. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. I hope you get some time to spend with your family and those that you love. Maybe if it's some family or family members that I have around, maybe you're not looking forward to it so much, but hope you make the best of it. And I know there's a lot of turkey and gravy to come. I'm really looking forward to it. A couple of announcements. Want to announce a few things for you guys. Loan modification updates. It seems like there are a lot of people who were in the loan modification business, and they are seeking out other opportunities. It's interesting. Along with Jason's going to be shifting his focus a little bit here. But I know of another mortgage modification company in town that's decided to do something different. So it's interesting to see. If you have questions about loan modifications, give us a call. You can reach us here at the studio at 760-416-8475. That's 760-416-8475. I want to hear from you about any of your loan modification experience, but also, are you the first-time home buyer that's made 72 different offers on properties and have not yet received an accepted offer? I mean, are you just sick and tired of making these offers and getting turned down or getting beat out by other investors? Well, give me a call. I've got some tips for you on what you can do. I want to talk about this, but seriously, if you guys are in the market, I want to hear from you. I want to know what your experiences are. some different things that are going on. I want to know what you're going through so that I can help my clients as well understand what's going on in the market, and I can help maybe answer some of your questions. So give us a call here, 760-416-8475. Even if it's a topic that we're not talking about on the show today, I definitely want to hear from you. I want to give you some other updates also on some investment groups. I've been to a number of these groups, and it's a great opportunity for people who are first-time investors, long-time investors, real estate agents, brokers, people who are just generally interested in real estate. It's a great opportunity to get involved here locally in the Coachella Valley. There's a lot of information out there, and on Tuesday night, I actually had the pleasure of going to a seminar held by Kem at Coachella Valley Real Estate Investors. They're a group on meetup.com. And by the way, if you've never heard of meetup.com, definitely go check it out. Meetup.com is actually a fantastic website that gives you an opportunity to get together with other people who are locals, and depending on your interest that you have, you can actually find other people who have the same general interest. Like 2 years ago, I started a meetup for sport bike riders. And so once a week, we go out and we do a ride, and it has email. This website has an email platform, and you can communicate with people and build a community on there for people who have similar interests. I know that there was one in New York for stay-at-home dads. I thought that was pretty cool. There's business networking. We just started one for, what is it called? The shorthand is P&P, Professional Networking Partners, or something like that. So there's tons of different groups out there. There's probably like a crochet group, or a motorcycle riding, or the people who are interested in astronomy or whatever. There's tons of groups out there, and it's a great opportunity to meet with those people. And so CV, Coachella Valley Real Estate Investors, is definitely one of those. And this last week we talked about wholesaling property, and so that was definitely a great educational experience for us. And there's another one I went to last month that was Coachella Valley Networking, and that's run by Wendy, and she is a real estate agent looking to get the information out there about real estate and what's going on in today's market. And so check out some of those groups on meetup.com. It's definitely a great experience to get involved and do some of those things that you might have in common. There's also a cool game by Robert Kiyosaki called the Cash Flow Game. So check that out as well. You're listening to Sean LaRue on the Mortgage Hotline. It's Sunday, November 22nd. The time is 11:14.